real or not?
Cloud! He'll come back. He said that he would.
What about this planet?
Weird thoughts.
They can take your world.
Cloud.
They can take your heart.
Weird thoughts.
Cut you loose from all you know.
Cloud.
But if it's your fate,
He'll come back.
Well,
Cloud! Let's go. He said that he would.
that's up to you, Cloud.
then every step forward will always be a step closer to home. I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine.
It's like she said. Wait here and Cloud will come back.
Cloud!
Take your heart.
Take your heart.
Welcome back.
You're dying to watch.
Like, is any of this for
I want to
real
line the pieces up.
or not?
Every step forward, yours will always be a step closer to home. I'm back. A scattered dream that's like a far-off memory. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. Yours and mine.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
Good to see you, Cloud.
Like, is any of this for real or not? Real or not?
Cloud! He'll come back. He said that he would.
What about this planet?
Weird thoughts.
They can
lately.
take your world.
Cloud.
They can take your heart.
Weird thoughts.
Cut you loose from all you know.
Cloud.
But if it's your fate,
He'll come back.
Well,
Cloud! Let's go. He said that he would.
that's up to you, Cloud.
then every step forward will always be a step closer to home. I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine.
It's like she said. Wait here and Cloud will come back.
Cloud!
Take your heart.
Take your heart.
Welcome back.
You're dying to watch.
Like, is any of this for
I want to
real
line the pieces up.
or not?
Every step forward, yours will always be a step closer to home. I'm back. A A scattered dream that's like a far-off memory. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. Yours and mine.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
Good to see you. Cloud.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not? Real? Or not?
Cloud! He'll come back. He said that he would.
What about this planet?
Weird thoughts.
They can take your world.
Cloud.
They can take your heart.
Weird thoughts.
Cut you loose from all you know.
Cloud.
But if it's your fate,
He'll come back.
Well,
Cloud! Let's go. He said that he would.
that's up to you, Cloud.
then every step forward will always be a step closer to home. I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine.
It's like she said. Wait here and Cloud will come back.
Cloud!
Take your heart.
Take your heart.
Listen back.
You're dying to watch.
Like, is any of this for
I want to
real?
line the pieces up.
Or not?
Every step forward Yours
will
and mine.
always be a step closer to home.
I'm back.
A scattered dream that's like a far-off memory. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. Yours and mine.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
Good to see you. Cloud.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not? Real? Or not?
Cloud! He'll come back. He said that he would.
What about this planet?
Weird thoughts.
They can take your world,
Cloud.
they can take your heart,
Weird thoughts.
cut you loose from all you know.
Cloud.
But if it's your fate,
He'll come back.
Well,
Cloud! Let's go. He said that he would.
that's up to you, Cloud.
then every step forward will always be a step closer to home.
I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine.
It's like she said. Wait here and Cloud will come back.
Cloud!
Take your heart.
Take your heart.
Welcome back.
You're dying to watch.
Like, is any of this
I
for
want to
real
line the pieces up.
or not?
Every step forward
Yours
will
and mine.
always be a step closer to home.
I'm back.
A scattered dream that's like a far-off memory. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. Yours and mine.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
Good to see you. Cloud.
Like, is any of this for real or not?
Press new game, you say? I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and... Oh, my Elden Ring screen got really small. What the heck? Okay. Alright, we can't be doing these tech issues already. Full screen. I literally... Okay. We good. Yeah, okay. Welcome, everybody. This is what you've been waiting for. We are about to start Elden Ring. This is the first playthrough. I'm just gonna casually throw this in chat. I'm sure I'm gonna be doing it quite a bit. But while you're thinking, processing that wall of text right there, just know, I'm not playing around about the backseating and stuff. I will end a stream. I will end a stream on the spot if I have to. That being said, let's have fun. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna click new game. Why would that command be added? You never know. You never know. I always have a problem with these. Let's go there. That's barely visible to me. Okay. Today's the day. Oh, shoot. Okay. Vagabond, warrior, hero, bandit, astrologer, prophet, samurai, prisoner, confessor, and wretch. Let's see. Do I get a description of each one? No. Although, I do want to read these stats. So, level. Pretty self-explaining right there. You can level up using runes. Okay, did not know that. So runes are a thing, apparently. HP also affects fire resistance and immunity. Determines focus points. Also affects focus. Endurance. Attribute governing stamina. Affects robustness. This attribute also determines how heavy your weapon can be. Okay. Wonder what robustness is. That's kind of new. Attribute required to wield heavy armament. Also boosts attack power and strength scaling. It affects your physical defense. Attribute required to wield advanced armaments. Also boosts attacks power of dexterity scaling armaments. Reduces casting time of spells. Huh. I don't know if Dex ever did that with spells before. Softens fall damage. Makes it harder to be knocked off your horse. Intelligence. Sorceries. We'll probably do one or the other as far as sorcery. Like, it's not going to be my primary thing, but normally when I play through these games the first time, I do, like, Dex and something, or Strength and something. Also boosts magical power of faith scaling incantations. Attribute governing discovery. These are the attributes I can never trust, because you never know exactly how many points to put into them. Holy defense, vitality, and certain sorceries and incantations. Okay. So we got a pretty basic, you know, thing. I feel like the other games gave you a brief description of the class. I could be wrong about that, but I was thinking, I like how this Confessor looks, but I'm also worried they're kind of like too magic based. Let's see. 12, 12, 14, so they're strong in faith, which is something I don't really want an excessive amount of. I think we might have to go with Bandit or Hero. There's also Warrior. So Warrior's Strength. The three stats I'm really looking at are Strength, Dex, and Intelligence. And I guess Faith, so that's 4. 10, 16, 10, and 8. 16, 9, 7, and 8. 9, 13, 9, and 8. I like how the Confessor looks a lot. But we might just go with Bandit. Choices. Just to be on the safe side, I think we're going to go with Bandit. You know, the thing is, none of this really matters in the grand scheme of things, because you can easily overwrite whatever you get. Tell you what, we're going to go with Confessor just because that's different than what I normally do. Also, I have some laundry. I got to put that in the dryer. It should take 2 minutes, and then we'll really be able to start. Right. I guess we're going with Confessor, and also need slightly up volume, so let me go ahead and do that before we do anything else. My volume's a little low. And every time I do that, this game acts really funny. Really funny in full screen. It really does. I'm very indecisive about this stuff. Also, it looks like my controller no longer works. Awesome. Oh my god. I can't... The game's just stuck now. Ugh. Holy crap. Let me go full screen. Please, for the love of God. Thank you. Confessor. We'll go type B. Already thought about the character's name. That was like 5 minutes before stream. I'm going to call them Cetra in honor of Final Fantasy VII. We'll go young. Oh, now we get the whole description thing. Okay, we're going to read. A knight exiled from the homeland to wander, a solid armor-clad origin. A nomad warrior who fights wielding 2 blades at once. An origin of exceptional technique. Stalwart hero at home with a battle axe, descended from a Badlands chieftain. A dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points. Excels at ranged combat with bows. Well, a scholar who reads Fate in the Stars. Heir to the school of glintstone sorcery. A seer ostracized for inauspicious prophecies. Well versed in healing incantations. A capable warrior from the distant land of reeds. Handy with katana and longbows. Oops. Prisoner bound in an iron mask. Studied glintstone sorcery. Having lived among the elite priors to sentencing. A church spy adept at covert operations, equally adept with the sword as they are with incantations. A poor, purposeless soul, naked as the day they were born. A nice club is all they have. Oop. I mean, that one isn't bad either, because you start at level 1. Thing is, you're just naked, so you don't, you know. I think stat-wise, they might be the best. Let me quickly do the math here. So, +3, +5, +7. So essentially, +11 total, then -2 from the intelligence and arcane. So technically, once I get to level 10 here, I'd be gaining a free stat. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm going to stop thinking about this. We're just going to do this. A man of culture. Are you a Final Fantasy VII fan as well? I don't think we've had this conversation, but me and Trunks both are huge Final Fantasy VII stans, so... Let's see. Nothing wrong with starting wrong, besides just get your base stats at 10. So, exactly. Like, I've done Naked before. Normally I'll do that on, like, a second playthrough. No keepsake. The past has been well and truly left behind. Increases maximum HP. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the land. Used to gain many runes. A golden seed washed ashore from the lands between, said to enhance sacred flat. Ooh, that seems good. The ashes of small diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. 3 strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. 2 stone keys shaped like swords. Break the steels on imp statues, but can only be used once. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power, said to originate from the demigod Miquella. Miquella's a really good name, I like that. 5 pieces of boiled prawn, boost physical damage negation, and Shabiri's woe. Praise likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out. Attracts enemies' aggression. Let's see. I love me some Final Fantasy VII, and I'm pretty excited for the Crisis Core Remaster. I'm excited to give it another chance. I will be the first to say I'm not the biggest Crisis Core guy, but if they fix a couple things with the gameplay and tighten up the graphics a little bit, see what's gonna happen. What's up, Larry? How are you doing today? We start in Elden Ring. We're in this indecisive phase where it's like, who do I want to be as a character? I'm stuck between this golden seed and this stone sword key. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. Said to enhance sacred flask. They both seem really good. I'm gonna just, me being indecisive, flipping that virtual coin. It's tails. We gotta go with the key. Just finished my run. Oh, nice. How long did you run for? And I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Very excited to jump into this game. You know, we're gonna edit all this stuff anyway, so... Detailed appearance. The way that just kind of like faded out right there was so good and so hilarious at the same time. I feel like there's some type of weirdo online that just spends all of their time in this menu. Maybe I'm being that weirdo right now, but... The last one sounds like a dying dog every single time. I think we're gonna go with H1. Yeah, the moans are a little... they're a little... You know. It is what it is. I'm thinking like right about here. She looks so serious. Like, she is just ready to fight the entire world. You can just tell. Like, she's like, I'm gonna mess you up. I'm gonna mess you up. Ooh. Gotta say, the lighting's pretty good. Like, if you look at the cheekbone and watch how the shadow, like, slowly... Sorry, I'm a very, like, big stickler for details like this. It's pretty cool. Form emphasis. Go, like, right there. We're gonna have to fix her up at some point, but... Apparent age. Honestly, the age doesn't seem to do much. Her brows start to... What's it called? Like, concave. But aside from that, I'm not really noticing too much. I'm going to discard that change. Honestly, I'm fine with that being where it is. That's me after paying my bills. Oh, it was a 15 to 20 minute walk run. Okay. I need to start doing some more like running stuff. I do a lot of cardio, I just don't run per se. Nose. One of those things. We'll make it slightly bigger than nose to forehead. Maybe like right there. Like, this is all fascinating, but it also kind of does make me feel like a creep. It's like, oh, well, the cheekbone isn't deep enough. It's not convex enough for my Elden Ring character, who I'm going to have a helmet on for probably, like, 85% of the game. But, really, I just want the nose to be a little bit more, like, wide, and I'll be pretty happy, I think. Horizontal face ratio. Like, that doesn't... What does that even mean? Horizontal face ratio. Why couldn't you just call that face width or something like that? I do want her face to be a little bit wider. I wish this game had something like Mass Effect. Mass Effect has something where it's like a toggle in the settings, like show helmet. It's really that easy. Forehead depth. Don't know. Forehead protrusion. Right there. Nose bridge height. Bridge protrusion. Just make that slightly higher. Bridge protrusion 2. Of course. Yeah. I'm kind of okay with that being where it is. Brow ridge. A little bit higher. Inner brow ridge. So kind of how serious she looks. I like it like right there. Outer brow ridge. I'm not smart enough to figure that one out, so I'm just going to disable it. Okay, we're getting close to the nose. Once the nose is in place, I think everything else will start to make sense. So, go like right there. Eye size. Now, do I want full anime, or do I want... Oh, that's creepy. Trying to think about what actual eye size would be, like, on an actual human being. I try to make my character somewhat serious looking, most of the time. Eye spacing. I do think her eyes need to be spaced out just a little bit more than they are. Okay. Nose ridge. I don't think the ridge is the problem. I think the ridge is fine. It's just like... It feels like it's being... It looks like she got punched, like, really, really hard in the nose. And I just want it to protrude out a little bit more, and I think that's going to make everything else kind of make sense. It doesn't need to be a big nose, per se. It just needs to, Okay. Nose tip height. That's fine. Nose protrusion. This is what I want. Or is it? Like... Okay. It's the nose ridge bone, like, right here that's messing me up, and I don't know how to fix it. Is it the slant? Please save this. Don't want my character to look cursed. There's gotta be a name for the thing I'm trying to do. I just don't know what it is. And figuring it out is definitely not my forte. From the front, that looks pretty good, so we're just gonna go there. I think it might be the forehead protrusion that's messing me up. Part of me says not to mess with this. Also, why is it so hot in my house? I'm starting to sweat. We haven't even started playing yet. Nostrils. Okay. That seems okay. Nostril size. Oh, there we go. This is starting to look like a nose. This is like a nose in one of my animes. That's so weird that the nostril affects that so much. Let's see. I'm trying to, like, use my own nose as a point of reference. I feel like that's, like, right there might be good for a human nose. And then nostril width. What kind of build do you think you'll go for? So, we were just talking about that a little bit. I chose a, oh my gosh. What was the class name? It was like it wasn't a priest per se, but it was like half sword, half faith. The thing is, I'm not going to use that much magic, or at least I don't plan to. But I like the design of the build. I'll show you in a second. Let me fix this nose real quick, because now that I got the nostril size right, I think I can figure the rest of this out. It's not that one. One of these is going to do exactly what I want. I think that's pretty good right there. That seems good. I like that. Okay. I don't want it to be too long, but right there. Right there. I'm sorry. It's just very, like, I want to get it right. I want to get this right. And I know if I don't focus right now, I will just be screaming at myself inside for the rest of the stream, trying to get this where I want it to be. Okay. And then the height. Right there. Just a little bit more slant than before. Okay, so class. Let me back up, and hopefully this doesn't break anything. Confessor. Good. It's good to know that somebody else just kind of like can vibe in that menu for a while and just kind of check out all the options. It's also one of those things where they put so much effort into it that it kind of feels like, I don't know, I feel kind of compelled to just stay there for a little bit. But class-wise, it was between the bandit, which I'm going to read it again, a dangerous bandit who strikes for weak points, excels at ranged combat with bows. The thing about the bandit that kind of unsold me was it excels at ranged combat, which I don't plan to use too much. I like the design of the Confessor, and the description is a church spy, adept at covert operations, equally adept with a sword as they are with their incantations. So they can use incantations. I don't plan on using too many, but we'll see what happens. All right. Have we been doing body? Face structure, okay. Now we go to the cheeks. We haven't done cheeks yet. Although I am kind of happy with the cheeks. I think I'll just lower them a little bit. I'm fine with how that is right now. I think I'm okay here. There. Cheeks. We'll go with, like, slightly thinner. Yeah, dude, I spend hours in character customization sometimes. It's just a really nice feature. And it's a lot of fun. The one thing that I said earlier is I kind of wish there was a toggle for the helmet so you could just see your character's head for a majority of the game without being kind of... You're not explicitly capital P punished for it, but at the same time, you know, you do want the best stats. So, right about there. Kind of like her looking a little bit serious. But at the same time, like... It's not even happy, sad. I wish it was, like, serious, not serious. Like, lackadaisical and engaged or something like that. We'll go there. I think that's okay. Right about there. Actually, that might be a one too many. Not too many. Something I love about Dragon Age is that you can toggle the helmet. Actually, that's funny that you should say that, Larry. We were talking about Mass Effect earlier, and Mass Effect, which is also a BioWare game, has that exact same feature, and I explicitly said, I wish this was like Mass Effect, where you could just toggle it. So... Definitely not there. I think about right there's right. Okay. We're getting close. Once we get through the face, the rest of it's kind of candy. Right about there. I don't even understand what mouth slant means. We're not going to mess with it. Occlusion. I'm familiar with the word, but I don't know what it would mean in this context. Mouth position. Right about there. Mouth width. That seems good. Mouth-chin distance. Actually, I kind of regret moving that slider. Good to see they put that across different games. Yeah. It's kind of a shame that BioWare isn't quite the studio they used to be. I got hopes for them, though. Hopefully they get out of their little rut that they're in. I can't be bothered to mess with that. Chin length. We're not going to mess with that. Protrusion. I think right there is kind of good. Or do I want it to be more full? You know what? We're not going to mess with it. I do want the depth to be a little bit more, just so her mouth isn't like... I guess there is a slight ridge here, But... Oh. That seems okay. Chin size. Chin height. See, there's a couple stats I don't really trust myself with, where I think it's like, oh, this looks human, but at the same time... I don't want it to be really wide. Also don't want that for sure. Let's go like right there. I think that's okay. This looks like a good fantasy character. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm looking forward to the new Dragon Age game. I forget what it's going to be called. Dragon Age... Is it just Dragon Age 4? OG BioWare was killing it back in the PS3, Xbox 360 era. You spend too much time in customization, you're like, is this what people look like? I don't know. Exactly. It's like you start second guessing yourself. It's like, this doesn't look right, but at the same time, there's probably a reason they had this as the default. Also, the thing I don't like about From Software games, or like the thing that I don't like about the character creation, and this might be a me thing, there are so many options. And some of them, just like how the jaw's affecting the chin, like, I don't know if I should be in the chin menu or the jaw menu to fix my problem right now. And sometimes there is something to be said about simplicity with this type of stuff. Also, sliders like this where I can go all the way one way or the other and still not see a single difference. Like, I literally don't see what it's doing. The only thing I can see is that the shadow is getting a little bit, like, more deep as I'd go down. I think right there, right there. Okay, we're done with the face. What's up, Lola? There's also an animated show coming out. Yes, there is. Chin. Yeah, doesn't this, like, part of this makes me feel like the biggest creep. Just be like, what should her chin depth be? What's the right chin protrusion to? Be like, I don't know. Feels very judgmental in some ways. Let's see. Manga or just graphic novel? There's an Elden Ring coming out. Manga coming out soon. Because there's a Bloodborne graphic novel. I don't have any of the graphic novels or anything like that, but I do have the Dark Souls 1 through 3 art books, as well as the Bloodborne art book, and the art in those games is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So, we're on hair number 21. We gotta go through all the hairs. My goal is to be in the game within, let's say, 15 minutes from now. Let's see, stream time is currently at 49. Let's say 1 hour in, hopefully we are in the actual video game, part of the video game. I kind of like that cut. What's the back looking like? Ponytail. Not bad. This person looks like a vampire. I'm kind of into it. Let me see. Honestly, don't think I want comedy in my Elden Ring. Did I? Oh, I did hear about that. It's like there's a mangaka that is doing like, I think it's not an Elden Ring manga per se, but it's like a character's or a person's journey through Elden Ring and like the struggle, so to speak. If I recall, I just saw the headline about that. 21's good. This one's not bad. This one might be cool. She's got the full ponytail. I am kind of a fan of braids like this. I just wish there was... I wish there was like one eye that was covered with the braid. I think that would be cool. I'm not taking it off the list of options here. Honestly, hair is probably going to be the last thing I actually figure out. Just because there's so many other things that go along with hair, in my opinion, in these games. But for right now, I kind of like this. This is like a... I know nothing about Marie Antoinette, but when I see that, I'm like, oh, that's like Marie Antoinette. What we gonna do? I do kind of like this vampiric look, though. What color do we want this hair to be? Personally, I am a very big fan of purple. That being said, I don't really see a purple on this preset color list. So we're gonna have to... Although, maybe I should do something a little bit different. Like just like the slightest tint. I want a little bit of red, but not enough that it overpowers the, like, I don't want it to look cartoonish. I want it to look kind of subdued, kind of dark, but noticeable at the same time. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's see. So a manga about us get... Yes, from my understanding, from the brief, like, 2-second description I read. Look, I love a good braid updo. It's giving Rockstar vibes. Gorgeous dark crimson. I'm a man of culture. I'm not gonna, you know... I want it to be very subtle, but I also want it to look nice. Like, that's a little bit too much in that direction. Right about, like, yeah. Where's my hex code for this? I just need like FG7472. Give me that and I can figure it out perfectly. But luster. Okay. Oh, I hit freaking B! I hit freaking B! It didn't save the color, no! Wait. Thank God, it saved it for me. I was about to be so upset with myself. I spent all that time trying to figure out that hair color, and then it didn't actually, Ooh, that's way too glossy. I need to be more on this end of things. But the question is... I think I want it more gentle. Like right there. Jeez. This is so much fun. What's up, Duck? Don't worry, you haven't really missed too much aside from me trying to make my character. I had a goal to be done in, let's see, I got 5 minutes left, but I don't think that's going to happen. We're just going to have some fun here. Root darkness. Well, you can't even really see my root, so we're just going to go with the default. That's pretty cool that they saved my color. I'm super happy about that. Oh, white hair. See, now this is a really cool feature. It feels like somebody like me complained, somebody that's had white hair, I don't know what side it's on, since I was the age of 18. Wow, you can just make it... You know what, that's kind of dope in some ways. I'm not going to overdo it. It's going to be very sparse. Let me see what none looks like. That's a little noticeable. I don't want that much. Right about there. But man, it's good having all you guys in chat. This is fun. Honestly, brow doesn't matter. I might do the thing that I normally do in this case. Let me change the hair to something where I can see the brows. I'll get it to where I like, and then I'll change the hair back. Also, pro strat right there, if you never thought to do that before. I'm liking 12. I'm really liking 10. 15's nice. 16's a little bit too thin. So I'm thinking between 10 and 15. I think we're just going to go with 10. We're going to go with 10. Brow color can match. Match hair. That's perfectly fine. I'm not going to spend an excessive amount of time on the eyebrows. Eyelashes. Actually, no, facial hair. I'm not going to give my character a beard. Although, just so you guys can see the options. You know, that actually kind of works in some ways. It's kind of crazy how that just... that just kind of fits. Okay. Why not just the tiniest bit of stubble just to, you know, indicate that they do have to shave. This is a realistic character we're going for. Yeah, because even if it's colored by your hair, you'll know the brows are right or wrong under... Exactly, I know. We've had this conversation a couple times about, like, the whole character customization dilemma in Souls of, like, spending an hour in the character customization thing, but then having a helmet blocking it the entire time. And Mass Effect actually came up in Dragon Age as well, where BioWare, they allow you to toggle the helmet. So even though, like, sometimes you're in the middle of space in Mass Effect, you can just set something in the options to be like, hey, let's just forget about that, and we're just going to show you the character's face. You can still have your helmet applied stat-wise. If I ever play this, I will be in the character creation for the whole... Pretty much. It's a good time. Just a smallest bit of peach fuzz. There we go. Okay. Eyelashes. Like, realistically, I wonder if these even render in the actual capital G game. You know, like, do they even bother using processing cycles on rendering these eyebrows that you're never going to see? We'll go ahead and... For consistency's sake, we're just going to match hair. Eyes. Okay. Wait. They have a right eye and a left eye size. You can have different eye size in this game. Like, every time I go into a different menu, it's starting to blow my mind. I'm like, what? Who would not... Okay. I think I want the iris to be pretty big. I don't know about the pupil, though. Also, This has also been a recurring theme. I kind of feel like a creep doing all of this in some ways. It just feels like a little excessive, a little weird, but it is what it is. I like that green, but what if we made it a little bit darker, maybe? Hmm. But then again, let me mess around with some other colors just to see what I'm really trying to do here. I kind of like that gray, though. That gray is nice. Like somewhere right between these two colors. Right about there. Amazing. This was me as well. I ended up not liking mine, so I went back off stream to change. Eye clouding. Oh. I do want to give them a little bit of that opaque, but not very much. Just like... Also, it switched to the green. This happened to me before. We can fix this. Also think I had that a little bit brighter. Right there. Okay, and it actually held through. Just like the slightest bit of opaqueness. Clouding color. Maybe this is where I give it that hint of green. Like freaking Elden Ring Bob Ross out here. Then what if I increase the, No, we're not gonna mess with that. Right eye white color. I think I'm just gonna keep it white, but we might make it... What happens if you make it like the same color? So it's actually a little more subtle than I'd expect it to be, which is nice, them showing some constraint. We're not going to mess with it. Right eye position. We're just going to keep it in the middle. We're not going to do the whole unit thing from Final Fantasy X and give her two different eye colors. We're just going to stick with this. Skin features. Pores. The crazy thing is, I don't notice a difference. I don't think. Maybe I'm... Sometimes it just feels like the game is gaslighting me. It's like, oh, all your pores are open versus all your pores are closed, but I literally don't see a difference, and it makes me feel like I need glasses. That being said, we're just going to keep that as is. Skin luster. Could be one of those things that only affects certain skin tones. I'm not noticing skin tone changes for real either with the luster. It looks the exact same. Yeah, it's crazy how much stuff you can control in this game. Dark circles. Okay. I'm gonna give her a little bit just to, you know, spruce things up a little bit. Right about there. And I think we are gonna make them a variant of black. Black and her skin tone, so let's figure out where that would be. Right. Maybe like right here-ish. Okay. I can see it. The luster, anyhow. Oh, no. I guess... Okay, I see it now. It's the shininess. I didn't notice that before. It's the lighting. So, like, right on the tip of the neck. Now you made me curious if I can see the pores. I'm not seeing any pores. Like, I know what pores look like. Okay, I kind of see them. They're really subtle, though. And we're just gonna go open. I saw it more on the pull-away shot. That makes sense. Sometimes you can only see that stuff if you, like... Normally they're pretty good about focusing on what you need to see. Like, they'll autofocus, but sometimes it's not. Eyeliner. We like a good eyeliner here. Just, we don't want to overdo it. Just enough to get the point across. Okay. And you know the crazy thing? Once I switch my hair, you're not even going to be able to tell. I like the black eyeliner. So that's fine. Eyeshadow upper. Wow. Like, I have to tilt the character like this to even see this. This is... It's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous how much depth there is. Because none of this is free. This is all stuff the game has to, like, render every single second. Every single nanosecond. This game is rendering all this stuff. Which is insane. Not noticing too much on the eyeshadow lower. I'm just going to keep that as is. Chili. Oh, a chili dog. And a Pepsi. You've been lucky with the Pepsi Blues. Gonna buy this game just to make character. I mean, to be honest, I've spent an hour in here. I've spent at least an hour at this point in the character creator, so... if someone handed me a chili dog right now, I would throw up. Gotta get my bath go. No problem, no problem. Ooh, no. I'm not too big of a fan of, like, cheek coloration. Like, I might just put the slightest bit just so they're not completely pale. Lipstick. I think we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go slightly darker. Maybe even a little bit more dark. I want something kind of grounded. Right about there. And we want it subtle. I feel like Bob Ross out here. Chili dog sounds delicious. If I have enough time to go to the store after stream, that might be the play. Oh no, we're not... I don't really want to scar my character. Unless there's like a really cool, just small little thing I can give them. Which is crazy anyway, because my character is going to have it all covered up by their hair, most likely. I am personally not too big of like a tattoo person, but, you know, it's one of those things to each their own. I think what we might do... Can we do this and then move it? Can I change this? Hmm. Not bad, I just want it to be smaller. If I could have it up a little bit higher, that would be perfect. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Y'all can have mine. The options are just nutty. I miss seeing most of the homies really dive into this. Yeah, it's just... There's nothing really like a From Software character creator, in my opinion. Granted, like, I haven't played The Sims or anything like that for real. So I can't speak in every genre, but character action, it really doesn't feel like there's anything quite like this. I think that's pretty classy right there. It's not... What does the flip do? God, what have I gotten myself into? Oh, okay. We might be able to make this work out. Like right there on her forehead. There. So we're gonna adjust the current color. Man, that looks so real too, that's the thing. I want it to kind of blend in, so it's like something that's partially healed, but not all the way. So I guess the closer I get it to her actual skin color, the closer it is to like almost fitting in, so to speak. Let's start back here and then slightly adjust. Right there. I was super disappointed in Souls 1. I was hoping for like Skyrim level customizations anyhow. I remember Souls 1 having a pretty decent one back in the day, but it got very cartoony very quick. Like, you can just make some absolute abominations, which I also guarantee you can make some real crazy stuff in this game's character creator. It's just by looking at all these stuff, like, little things. Okay. So, the thing that almost messed me up, like, I've been through these before, and I'll just, like, hit down A, down A, down A, down A. And then you get to similar face. If you hit similar face, wipes everything you did. Wipes everything you did. Even compared to its contemporaries, I felt. Gotcha. I'm going to play some more Elden Ring. Probably going to play some more Elden Ring. Like right now? Or are you saying like in general? Because if you're going right now, it was good having you. If you're going to play more in general, I hope that's a good sign because I plan to be playing this for a good long time. Okay. So let's go ahead and get our hair back to what we had it as, which was... Yeah, all that stuff we did pretty much for naught. Pretty much for naught. I'm just going to cover it all by the hair. That being said, let's go ahead and just look through the hairstyles one more time. Just to make sure there's nothing else we'd like a little bit more. Now, this one's pretty good. So I'm going to remember 7. I'm liking 11 a lot with this character. Let me look at the back here. I've been lurking playing 4. Okay. I don't know what it is, but it feels good playing Elden Ring. Okay. Okay. I was gonna go with this, but I don't know. I feel like the silver eyes and the long hair don't necessarily go hand in hand. Alright, it's either gonna be 12 or 7. Both of which I'm kind of a fan of. Or we could do 11. Thing is, I don't know how I feel about the man bun in the back with the lady bun. Gotta flip that virtual coin. It's tails. So we're gonna stick with that. Alter body. I like 1, not in a back seating kind of. Oh, I like 11. Which one did I choose? I chose 12. Oh, man, now you're making me second guess it. Oh. Alright, you know what? There. You have the one influence on my stream. The one. The one. The one. I literally just button mashed left and right and saw what happened, so. We're gonna go with 11. I feel good about 11. What I'm gonna do is, now that we're going with that, I'm gonna tweak the tattoo just slightly. Where's the scar? There it is. Right, like, just to make it really subtle. And that way you can see it. No, it's all good, man. It's good. We made a choice. The group got a consent on the hairstyle. I'm not gonna worry about much of this stuff. Definitely not the head. What's up, Raider? How's it going? How was Valorant? I saw you streaming for a little bit today. We just
_gaming and
we've been building our character for the past hour. Why would you backseas customization? Like you're not even the one customizing, of course you're not gonna listen to you. Oh my gosh. Welcome everybody. This is literally Elden Ring Day 1, so hope you guys like a little bit of Souls action. Doing that. Give him a little bit of arm strength. Okay. Body hair. Wow. You can do that, huh? Musculature. Up. Musculature. Huh? I think we're just gonna say standard. But Raider, how did the stream go? We're gonna go ahead and save to favorites. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna save this one to favorites. Then we're also gonna do the other hairstyle that we were talking about. So thank you for the follow, Viv. Is it Viv A? Or Viva?
Follow. Viv_A is running with the pack.
Also, I forgot hairstyle. Hairstyle 12. Okay. So we have 2 options. Alright. Choices. 1 or 2. Duck, I hate going back on what we just talked about, but you did say go with your heart. I think I'm gonna go with 2. I'm gonna go with 2. I'm sorry. It was good. Had some good matches playing with some home. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that you enjoyed it a little bit more than the Apex stream. Not to say that you didn't enjoy it, but I know you have some pretty strong opinions on Apex. Also, I just spent an hour here and you can barely see anything I did, which is just perfect. It's perfect. All right. We playing the game. This be Viv. Okay.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
I know nothing about this. I'm so excited. Also, I'm just going to throw this compulsory in the chat. Please read it. This is not directed at anybody.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found.
So the names in this game are really good. Marika is... And that's not even me being an American. Good name.
Godwyn the Golden was first to perish.
Night of the Black Knives. That sounds like a betrayal event.
Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring.
Okay. So the Elden Ring broke.
The mad taint
Marika's
of their
children got it.
newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Shattering's probably a pretty big event. And they all got corrupted by the ring.
A war from which no lord arose.
Nobody wins.
A war leading to abandonment by the greater will.
Greater will God?
Oh,
But I kind of got the...
rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long lost grace speaks to us all.
That's really bright.
Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands.
Okay. Also, the music is so on point, too.
Gold Mask.
Gold Mask is a really good name.
Fear, the deathbed companion.
Okay, is she into,
Loathsome
necrophilia?
hunter,
Is that Solaire?
and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
Huh. Dude was getting way too excited, but I'm excited too, so... Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see.
And one other, whom grace would again bless,
That'd be me, I think.
a tarnished of no renown.
Nameless Soul. Pretty standard Dark Souls affair right there. Right.
Cross the fog to the lands between.
What's the fog to the land between? So we have our objective. This is our Hill Ganon
For the
moment of
Elden Ring,
Breath of the Wild, or Elden Ring.
and become the Elden Lord.
Crossfog, become Elden Lord. That's simple. It's that simple. Now, would you follow your heart? It depends on the scenario. Like, if I was fighting a boss, and I'm serious about that. I'm dead serious about this. I'm taking this question at 100% face value. If somebody's like, hey, am I good doing this strategy? And they said, like, follow your heart. That might be like, yeah, when somebody says follow your heart in that scenario, that can be just as good as saying yes, depending on, or can I make this jump? Follow your heart. People, like, if they said that, that would at least imply to me, probably yes, you're probably okay. So it can be considered backseating. If I'm being very technical here. Very Kingdom Hearts advice. Elden Ring is over by the tree with the golden dark light sword. Let's see. I did miss some stuff. Okay, people getting snacks and stuff. What about only the gods know the answer? That one, at least at this point in the game, it's ambiguous enough that I probably wouldn't know what you're talking about. Just getting started, therefore praise the message. Why not? Also, hitting A and jumping is weird. That's not something I'm used to in these games. We got our roll. Everything's feeling nice. Like, I've heard a lot about inputs not being responsive, but everything seems really nice and just fluid right now. Tarnished wizened finger. Okay. I wish I could have just instantly, like, pulled up the description. I'm still kind of debating how much lore I get into, because I do kind of like trying to figure this stuff out. Show large image and explanation. Toggle character data. Okay, cool. The memory of the first grace, which once guided the bygone tarnished to the lands of between. Lose all runes and return to the last site of the grace visited. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. It's merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring. Become the Elden Lord. Item for online play. Used to write messages. Your message... Okay, I know that. A finger of corpse wax, so emaciated, the bone is visible. It is a relic of those who came before, left to help those who would come after. Let's see. Got some snacking going on in chat. These summon signs already? No. Time for bloodstain, therefore let there be river. Okay. Be wary of tree. That's a really good door opening sound. I'm kind of nerding out about that. A little bit. Okay. Let's just... Chapel of Anticipation. Well, I am anticipating playing this game. Also, can I just take a moment to say how beautiful this is? I'm going to be taking a lot of screenshots as I play. So if you ever see me just kind of like reach over, it's because I'm hitting the F12 button, which is my little screen capture feature. Precious item ahead. I don't know about that. I'm not trusting that one. A+ reading all item lore. I mean, a lot of the Soul streamers that I really like, there's one person in particular called Raph, and she does like lore playthroughs of these games, and she's just like one of the smartest human beings I know. Just, she's an author herself, and she's very good at like picking up on the subtleties that the game's trying to like put down. And it's all there. It's just depending on how much time you're willing to actually put into it. Praise the message. Yep. Nachos also sound really good. Man, I could make some nachos tonight. Also, I'm going to go ahead and say sorry, not sorry for my thoroughness. Anytime I see a potential, like, secret path, I will probably check it out. So I'm not gonna lie, this game looks really good. In my opinion, that tree looks a little whack. It looks Like, I get what they're going for, but I feel like there's another type of... It looks very textured. I don't know how I feel about that tree. Strong foe ahead, therefore victory. Alright, I ain't scared. Pickle required ahead. Okay. This isn't like DS3 where you can snap the bridge. I'm gonna stop reading messages as soon as I get out of this area. I'm just very much just trying to learn the controls right now. No enemy ahead. Okay. Raise the fingers. That was me too. Game looks wonderful. Seek the church. What? Be wary of what? Rump. Huh. Alright, let's go ahead and do some stuff. Just quickly go down here. Why is it always tree? Revenge ahead. Death required ahead. Beware of strong foe. Where? Okay. Oh, that was pretty good distance on that. Right now, I'm just kind of analyzing their moveset and their range. Oh! Well, they got me. Okay. I'm a very analytical Souls player. Like, I won't attack for a while normally when I'm fighting something. Until I'm very confident I can get the attack in. Does that technically count as you died? I didn't get the message. And my character was still rolling when that cutscene happened, so... Is that my steed? Do I get my horse? Yo, this thing has horns.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
We got Torrent the horse.
We found her here after all.
Our favorite Sonic friend. Torrent the horse.
One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
One of her kind.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Now I'm curious about the Golden Order. So far, everything's been relatively straightforward. Like, there are definitely some terms I don't get, but I get the general gist of the plot. It does not count. Welcome back, Trunks. I finally got out of the character creator. Flask of Crimson Tears. There we go. So we got 3 Estus Flask, and then there's also a Cerulean one, which I can only assume restores FP. So let's go ahead and just look at the item descriptions. I already know what they're going to say for the most part, but... A sacred flask modeled after a golden holy chalice that was once graced by a tear of blessing. Let's see. The one washed up on the gravesite was sure to die, until this flask offered its gift of rejuvenation to seek the Elden Ring. Okay. And pretty much this has the exact same description aside from HP and FP. Cave of Knowledge lies below. Praise the Elden Ring. The Cave of Knowledge. Jump down the hole ahead and you will find the Cave of Knowledge. There you can learn more about the game, controls, and basic actions. Yes, please. As well as other tips that may be helpful. So I'm 100% a fan of knowing stuff that the game teaches you. So I'm not going to not take the game's advice right here. Alright, this is Cave of Knowledge. X to use item. I think we'll be okay using one of those. What's up, run? Enemy ahead. Sites of Grace. Resting at a site of grace restores your HP, FP, and cleanses any status ailments. Refills the flask. Most enemies you've defeated will be revived. You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. These explanations are acquired in the form of info items and can be accessed from the inventory at any time. For first playthrough, we doing it. Let's see. Touch it. And let's go ahead and rest so we can get our Crimson Flask back. Past time. Interesting, so there's a time of day system here. Flask. Use one golden... Do I have one? Okay, I was about to say. Increase amount... Sacred Tear does that. So normally... I don't use very many of the FP restoring items, but to make the game a little bit harder on myself, I typically try to adhere to a 3-to-1 ratio. So, for example, for every 3 HP refilling flasks I get, I'll probably arbitrarily add 1, like, FP restoring flask. Just to make it a little bit more, you know, fair. Whatever you want to define fair as. You have a set total number of maximum flask uses. You can decide... Okay, yep. We know all that. So yeah, we're going to keep with that golden ratio of 3-to-1 right now. Patent pending. We do have the authority to change that in the future if we need to. With the Memorize Spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP. Memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. You can increase your memory by obtaining a memory stone. This is a lot of information, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but we're going to do our best to keep it all, like, you know, keep track of it all. Incantation of the Two Fingers Faithful. Heal a small amount of HP. Can be cast while in motion. Two Finger has high hopes for the Tarnished, that even if they should be wounded, even should they fall, they will continue to fight for their duty. Let's see. Silences the footsteps. Okay, so this is stealth. The assassins were charged with eliminating Tarnished who had strayed from guidance. This is just the inventory. I'm pretty sure we've read everything almost everything. Haven't read the Stone Sword key. Let's see. A sword-shaped stone key. Breaks a seal on imp statues. Think well before using one. Okay. Sorry, I know I did miss something in chat. It's going well. How are you doing? Are you a fan of these type of games? You're like, I've kind of just met you, so I don't know what type of games are for you, which ones aren't for you. I try to keep track of that stuff. Huh. For some reason, I thought swords and stuff had lore, but maybe they don't. Sacred seal bestowing by Finger Maiden, which serves as a catalyst. So that's how I cast spells, obviously. I shouldn't say obviously, it's just... From me playing the other games, I know that's the case. Alright, beware of Rump. Nothing. No enemy ahead. Can we get a backstab? I feel a little bad because they weren't going to attack me. I can say that with 100% certainty now. They had no inclination to attack me. So, I'm not much of a parry person. I'll be very upfront with that. I can play Sekiro. I'll do a little bit in Bloodborne, but for the most part, I don't parry in the baseline Souls games. You can memorize sorceries and incantations at sites of grace. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries. I guess I should probably at least try that out. Elden Ring has been my first experience with the genre. I like the game a lot. Well, I've heard a lot of really good things about it. I put it off for a variety of reasons. A lot of it just so I can kind of salivate over the thought of playing it. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit of a weirdo in that way, where it's like, I know this is probably going to be my game of the year. Let me intentionally not play it. I try to let it age a little bit, almost like it's a wine or something. Use an armament with your left hand or both hands to guard it against incoming attacks. Okay. Let's go ahead and see, and let's see how much damage we take. Okay, do I have 100% block with the shield? Because that's the thing, if so. Equipment. Okay. How do I look at the item description? Inventory. I know I'm playing at a snail's pace right now, but I promise I will get a little bit faster. Skill parry. That scared me for a second. I thought somebody was running towards me. Okay, it's 100% physical. Damage negation. That's good. Dodge roll and backstep. Okay. Let's go ahead and work on both of these. Oh, he's trying to fake me out a little bit right there. Try it again. I feel like my frame rate might be a little low. Because it does feel like it's not... It's smooth, but it's not 60 smooth. Let me see what this game looks like at 1440p. It's acceptable. Okay. This is fine. We're gonna deal with it. Let's see. One more bacon human down. My weekend's been really good. This is, how we're concluding things. Oh! Son of a gun. That was my punishment for reading chat. I know better. I've watched too many Soul streamers get taken down like that. I need to make sure I'm in a good area. I thought I saw a message just a second ago. No. Bloodstain. Let me get out of here. And then I can read chat. Two-handing required ahead. Son of a gun. Now that we're on this menu. Yeah, weekend was good. I can't complain. Okay. Y plus LB wield with two hands. That seems a little bit different. It was just like, you normally just hit Y. So why does it say plus LB? Armaments can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength by 50%. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm a little bit confused about the two-handing thing. That's messing me up a little bit. It said Y plus... Let's figure this out. That was definitely one hand. Oh, you have to, like, hold it for a second. That's weird. There we go. There we go. No problem, Larry. Message ahead. Try jump attack. I don't know if I like that. I kind of just like tapping Y. But apparently holding Y takes you to a second menu? Okay. So there's definitely some stuff that's changed. I'll just have to adjust to it. Lock on and change target. You know what? I don't really need to be thorough in a tutorial cave, because I guarantee you there's no real items in here. Skills. Armaments have special abilities called skills. Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks to temporary effects. Using skills consumes FP. Oh, my skill is parry. Well, I guess we can try to pull one off. I suck at it, but we'll see what happens. Well, can't parry those types of attacks. Definitely could have parried that if I was really thinking about it. Nope! And like I said, I suck at parries. I think I'm waiting a little bit too long. That's a stab. And yeah, now we're just going to play with this guy for 30 minutes trying to figure out how to parry. There we go. Oh, so Run, one thing. Any questions I ask are 100% rhetorical. So even like small menu stuff, I'm just like, I'm pretty much playing it like a single player game. I do appreciate it though. Crouching. Crouch to make it harder for your enemies to discover you. Especially effective in tall grass. Well, I don't know how I'm gonna get behind him. But whatever. Oh. I've played Metal Gear. I know how this works. Let's go. Oh. cold tarnished. Oh. Huh. I'll go ahead and give that a good rating. Good little Easter egg right there. Stance breaking. Some attacks may break an enemy's stance, giving you a chance to perform a critical hit. Charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy to break an enemy's stance. Hold RT to charge attack. RT while jumping. Jump attack. Okay. Okay. Hold Y. This. Okay. Oh! Okay. Enemy stand user? Always gotta look out for him, you never know. Stakes of America. Upon dying, you will be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, if there's a stake of America near where you died, you can choose to be revived there instead. So that means we're about to get to a boss encounter. Could this be a god? Accept lightly, dog. Do I break the statue? No. Ball gate. Strong foe ahead. Shot. Soldier of Godric. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Guard counters make it easy to break through an enemy's stance. RT immediately after blocking an attack. Guard counter. Alright, let's try it. What? You're kidding me, right? They've got to punish that, like, in the worst possible way. There's no way that can actually be useful, like, even, like, 30 minutes from now, I feel like, in this game. But, okay. Okay, game. Just let me one-shot your little tutorial boss. And look where we are. Strength. Okay, let's try to find a way down here without taking damage. Alright, so we could go. That freaking shadow or whatever freaked me out. Really dark back here. I don't think I'm gonna mess with this area just yet. Let's go ahead and do this. The real Elden Ring starts here. Also, let me say that it is a big boon to have so many JoJo fans in the chat. Always a plus. Love to see it. Huh. Let's go ahead and touch the grace. Can we level up? You know what? They haven't explicitly said that you level up at these yet. So I guess we'll figure that out in the near future. Visions of a strong foe. So I can't pass through that fog gate. Oh. I feel like I should hold on to this. There's very little downside of me not using this just yet. Because I only got one. At least I only think I have one. And I don't know how often those will show up. I have two. We'll hold off on that for right now. Not a fog gate, no, not an illusory wall. Co-op multiplayer. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Just saying that up front. Time for Elden Ring. Oh. I just gotta remember to come back here if I want to use that that key. Boys and girls, I think it's time. For real this time. After, let's see, nearly 2 hours. Do my little cool, slow anime walk. People do love Rump Ahead. Also, I do like role playing a little bit, so sometimes you will see me do like slow cinematic walks to boss fights and stuff like that. Oh. Maxudo, so there's absolutely like no backseating or no spoilers, so please, like, information like that, like, I appreciate you saying that, but now I can't come back here at level 40. So message ahead. Screenshot time. I appreciate it. Huh. That looks like something you can eventually go to. Man. Such a pretty game. Little squirrel rabbit creatures. Uh-oh. What's the difference between getting it in chat in the ground ups? So, the difference is the game's giving it to me. And it's giving it to me at its own pace, essentially. Versus, like, getting unsolicited advice. Essentially, what I want you to try to do, or what I'm trying to do, is almost play this like it's offline, even though I know there are notes, but the way I experienced the original Dark Souls was without chat, without knowing about anything about items, anything about lore, anything about anything, essentially. So I'm trying to get as close to an experience as that as I possibly can. So that's kind of why I'm extra cautionary about backseating and spoilers and just any type of information, because even the tiniest bit of information can influence you. Like somebody saying like, oh, you're on the right track, or hey, you know, like, you got a sound strat for this boss, just keep going at it. I wouldn't have had that during my initial playthrough, so that's kind of what I'm going for. So yeah, just as long as we establish that up front, like, no harm done whatsoever. In each area, you may find effigies of martyrs. These effigies are summoning pools. You'll find it easy to summon other players at these locations, as co-op and hostile summoning signs created with small effigies gathered at summoning pools. Okay. Acquire materials. In every corner of the lands betweens, you will find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for item crafting. Okay. Well, might as well acquire materials. Thank you, Larry, and also thanks for backing me up there, because, you know, I've talked to you a little bit about, like, my mindset, and you've seen me in Stars' stream and Duck's stream, so I am a little bit more stringent about like backseating and spoilers than even our community is, which is, our community is very sensitive about that stuff, but I'm probably the most sensitive about it. So, use your map to check your current position as well as the terrain and surrounding structures. You can update the map with new information by finding map fragments at Stellis along the road. Okay. You can also use the map to freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Yeah, anybody that wants to copy that message, feel 100% free to take whatever you want of it. Be wary of Snake, so now I'm a little weary of this person.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Maidenless.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated.
So I'm thinking the Maiden's going to be who I level up with, which is thematically consistent with Souls 1 through 3. Also, when I say stuff like that, it's rhetorical, so please don't answer me like yes or no. But that's what my current interpretation is. So, also incredibly sensitive about spoilers. It boils my blood. Yes. And you know, it's one of those things, to each their own. I understand people that aren't sensitive to it and like a lot of backseating and a lot of spoilers and just don't, it doesn't matter to them, but that being said, everybody's different. That's kind of like the beautiful thing about humanity, right? Like, hey, everybody has their different tolerances, and as long as you respect other people's tolerances for things, everything kind of works out in the end. Or at least that's like my general life mindset for that type of stuff. Ooh. Look at those physics, though. I can just roll this down a hill. Can I break it? I can break it in two. Honestly, I don't expect much to get done during the stream. I think it's going to be a lot of me just being like, wow, look at this game. Let me take a screenshot, which is happening every, like, 10 seconds. Ooh. I'm also kind of surprised I haven't run into an enemy just yet, although I definitely saw one at one point. Using Elden Ring lingo, we all have our own build, and that's the beauty of it. Yes. And that's the thing. People will often tell you, oh, this is the optimized way to play, or oh, you gotta play two-handed. Well, guess what? I played through all of Dark Souls 1 one-handed with shield. It worked out just fine. I'm still alive. I beat Sekiro. Beat every single Souls game up till this point, so... You know, there might be an optimal way to do things. In fact, there almost assuredly is, because it's a video game. That being said, I don't really care about being optimal. I just care about having fun. Okay. Is that a mule? Ah, a friend. Smoldering butterfly. Also, this thing. No lore. Let's see. This phantom blade severs a link formed by a furled finger, but the maidens scorn those who abuse its use. Interesting. So it sounds like you can eventually be punished by using this too much. Potentially. An eternally burning butterfly found near wildfires and elsewhere. So it's a crafting material.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm broke. With the shop menu, you can spend runes and purchase various items. You can also sell items for runes. Okay. Poison buildup. Armaments. Expanding crafting repertoire. It's all pretty straightforward. Note imparting knowledge in brief. Well, if I get 2 more runes, I can buy both of these. A note sold by a nomadic merchant contains information about Stone Digger trolls. Why not? Why not?
All done? Well, be on your way then.
Can I pet the horse? Let's see what that note's about. The head of the Stone Digger trolls bears old wounds. So now I know it's like I can get a critical. Let's see. See. You won't jump though. What's up, Mango? Shield Havers mod check. The only optimal I care about is optimal fun. Yes. Which might be optimal failure. Yes. So the thing that I love about Souls runs more than anything else about a Souls run, especially a first playthrough, is just seeing like people struggle. I love seeing people struggle, and then I love seeing them overcome that struggle by themselves. That's not to say like I understand if people do summon if they like oh, I'm not having fun on this boss anymore. But I'm that dude that loves watching somebody like die 50 times on the same enemy. I will eat that up all day. And then eventually they get to the point where it's like, it clicks, I'm gonna have that run, and then they overcome it. I could actually recommend a lot of Let's Plays with that type of stuff. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, a berry smoothie bowl. Let's see, okay. Everybody snacking up. So I think I might risk my first death right here by 1 going into this water. We're about to see if I can swim, I guess. Visions of victory. First off, oh no, I can't make no running ahead. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Having the messages is like the perfect amount of information for me. Because I can choose whether to use them or not. And they're always super ambiguous, so they can't like explicitly tell you stuff. Alright. We got our first little blob enemy. Ooh. This boy's strong. This is also an enemy from Demon Souls, believe it or not. Or at least very reminiscent of one. This thing also has a ton of HP. Honestly, you should have hit me on that. I'm not going to waste much time fighting these guys. I just want to get enough runes so I can get that one item description I couldn't get before. There we go. All right, back to the merchant. And then we'll keep going in that direction. That is some goop if I've ever seen some. Yeah, there's actually a boss, and I guess spoilers for Demon Souls if anybody's planning to play that anytime in the near future. But the first boss you fight in that game is kind of like a giant coagulation or assimilation of a lot of those shield things, or a lot of those goo things. Might not be the exact same enemy, but it's very similar.
Done? Well, be on your way.
Okay. So, see, we can move while reading. Land squirts. Land squirts are often soft where they touch the ground, and poison will cause them to rupture. Huh. So it looks like if I had some poison item, I'd be able to take them out pretty fast. Do want to play it, but not in the near future. Yeah, like my recommendation for Souls games, or not recommendation, but my personal tolerance, I try to play one a year. That's kind of like that sweet spot for me where I don't get too good at them, but I also still remember how to play them a little bit. Because the thing about me is I try to make these games a little bit harder. Like, not a little bit harder, but I don't want to be at my A game when I go into one fresh. I like having that experience of kind of struggling, figuring out the moves, all that stuff. Oh. We got some real enemies now. And an archer. Ouch. Okay. Oh. Did that guy just revive? Gold pickled foulfoot. Okay. Well, we gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here. Also, I believe an alligator strat for evading things with crossbows. That way they can't easily attack me. So I zigzag. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, if you ever get chased by an alligator, zigzag, because they can't move in that direction very easily and it slows them down. The more you know. Honestly, playing one of these games a year is a good idea. It's a really good pace. At least that's what I've found. Boost rune acquisition for a time. Since old times, the needy would scrape the meat clean even from a fowl's claw. Huh. And it's pickled in a gold medicinal solution. So, oddly enough, Larry, one of my friends on Facebook, we don't really have that many alligators where I am. We're like literally in North Alabama, not really close to any big bodies of water where you'd expect an alligator. But they were just on a casual walk through a neighborhood and found one and started recording it, and they got like 100,000 views and ended up in the local news. That was earlier this year too. Vanquishing enemy groups. Vanquishing enemy groups. Vanquishing an enemy group will replenish your flask. Huh. Interesting. So I don't have to replenish my flask at a bonfire? The number and type of flask to be replenished varies depending on the enemy group. You cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum amount allows. Okay. I plan to play more Blood while playing Elden Ring. Is that a good idea? I mean, honestly, you're asking Larry, but I would say, like, whatever works for you. I mean, everybody has a different tolerance. Like, Loonsy, for example. I'm pretty sure Loonsy plays Souls games year-round, and that works for him perfectly fine. Me, on the other hand, like, I like playing one of these, taking a good long break, and then, like, switching it up. So really depends on the person, but the personal balance that I found that works for me is about one a year. Is that a turtle? I don't want to hurt a turtle. Why am I feeling regret about it? This turtle's about to kill me. Also, that turtle has a really creepy head, if I'm not mistaken. Now... Okay. Oh, dog. Can I ride on the turtle? I don't think so. Loonsy is definitely cracked. I'm not going to say... yeah, I cannot argue with that in any way, shape, or form. Rune fragment. Let's check it out. Where runes have fallen from the sky. These shards of stone are believed to have been part of a temple in the sky. So we are definitely going to be going to the sky. Definitely a temple in the sky at some point. They glow with a faint light from within. Okay. Kill it and make turtle soup? Jesus. Let's see. I have no idea. I'm not even done with Dark Souls 1. I guess we're gonna fight these things on the beach in a second. I kind of want to look up here first, though, if possible. Just to make... Oh, that's a big boy. So yeah, let's take care of the little peons on the beach and then maybe work our way up to big dude. The one over there doesn't have little mini enemies with it, so... Also, I'm kind of assuming that this thing is aggressive. I guess we're about to find out. Does it care about me? Is it going to attack me? Okay. Oh! Big thing saw me. Alright. I think this is our first quote-unquote real fight. Oh! Okay. Woo! Woo! Wow, you're aggressive. And a little creepy looking. Oh man, I am getting shivers all over my body. I'm so freaking excited to fight this thing right now. Okay. Also, I'm doing no damage whatsoever to this thing. Out! Out! Get out of there. Interesting. So it has tentacles. I knocked one off. If I knock the other one off, it can't flail at me anymore. There we go. Now we're making progress. Now the true question is, does it have a weak spot? Nope. Is it gonna jump at me? Okay. Wait. I still haven't killed... There. Let's try getting behind it. It really only feels like I'm doing damage if I hit the beak. I love how this is just almost assuredly a regular enemy, but I'm treating it like a boss fight right now. Oh, come on, I blocked that. Stamina. Wait, is that a weak point? Can I? Yeah, let's go, critical. Okay. I'm liking this. Okay. We can still win this. It's not looking good for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. But we can definitely win this. I just gotta be very cautious. Knock off those tentacles. Bring out the head. Let's go! Victory! Whew. Land octopus. I got an ovary? Okay. I feel a little bad now. Puffy, milky white ovary of a land octopus. Land octopus. They're gonna go with octopuses. Eat humans in order to bear young. And theirs is the blood that runs through the Oh. Huh. And that is why you read lore. Because this lore is actually really interesting. Gosh. What's up, Thug? I also missed a lot, sorry. Let's see. Beach is gorgeous. Looks like I cut Cloud with the Elden Ring bug, pretty much. Let's see. I kind of really hate that monster, pretty much. It's pretty ugly. I was playing trios by myself, no wonder I wasn't winning. We need to have another, Fortnite night. I think that's what I'm gonna call them from now on. Fortnite nights. So here's this skull. Pick up item. Golden rune. Let's go ahead and look at the item description. This is gonna be a very slow playthrough, but I'm loving this right now. Like, I've only fought one real enemy, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what I was expecting, but grace that dwells within the inhabitants of the lands between, the lingering trace of gold. Runes are nourishment for the development of any tarnished, provided a finger maiden can be found. So, they did talk about me being maidenless earlier. This all makes sense. This beach also is incredible. Enemy ahead. Alright, can we run it back? Another ovary. Feels weird saying that out loud, but here we are. Okay. Come at me, bro. Okay. Tentacle 1. Tentacle 2. Oh, this dude is really easy. So all I gotta do, knock out the tentacles, and then just do a heavy attack. Block up, block from that. We got this. All day. Let me get out of here. He's about to do something crazy. Let's go. And like I said, I'm a pretty analytical player, so that first one we struggled, but once I got my strat down, I always try to execute almost the exact same strat anytime I'm fighting an enemy. And that's just kind of like how I've dealt with these games. That being said, something's about to mess me up. I can already tell. It's just a sinking feeling I have. There's also the big dude right up there, which, man, this world just feels so natural. Like, he's moving on his own accord. I wonder if the day-night cycle plays into it at all. But just kind of taking all of this in is... It's a little overwhelming right now, to be honest. Here. Here. Okay. Is this the thing that leads me to the bonfire? Screenshot time. Another one. And another one. Also, there's no bloodstains over here, which makes me think it might be a little safe. So, let's go ahead and explore. Whoa, that scared the crap out of me! Thank you for the follow, Leo Mirage. Oh my god.
Leo Mirage is running with the pack.
I really thought something was about to drop on my head. Oh, holy crap. Yeah. Okay. These games make me very jumpy. Oh, whoa! Yo, I was trying to talk. I'm gonna steal your item, whatever it is, first. Strip of white for flesh. Okay. Okay. Didn't have to be like this, bro. Did not have to be like this. Also, let me stick to my guns of not parrying. Ah, just out of range. Okay. Now he's more aggressive. That's fine. I just need to hit him one more time. It's your fault. I literally just tried to talk to that man. Literally just tried to talk to that man. Just like, yo, like, hey, you just an NPC? You gonna tell me you're like, you know, sob story like everybody else and tell me how desolate and terrible this world is and how probably all your family got murdered by those slug people I fought earlier? Or they got turned into like, octopus ovaries, which is a thing apparently. Could this be a lover? Sleep ahead. No merchant ahead. No kidding, that was not a merchant. The only thing that dude tried to sell me was death, and a quick one at that. Visions of Fort. Man. I cannot express how much I'm loving this game. Jesus. Just the mystique. I know that guy probably had some lore behind him. Maybe in a different scenario, I could have talked with him and like actually done something. Or not. That's the beautiful thing. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. All I know now is he's dead. And couldn't take anything from him either, which is interesting. Thought he'd at least drop a sword or something. So I did notice a creepy cave on my way to fighting the octopuses. So we're gonna check out the creepy cave, then head up this way, I guess, because we don't really have much else to do at this point. From down here, at least. Okay. You know, they talked about those rune fragments coming from a temple from the sky. I'm curious if this specific, like, structure right here is part of that temple. Because all the rune fragments I've found so far have been right next to that thing, so... Yet again, another mystery that, you know, we might solve like 20, 30 hours from now. And I'm almost positive I saw a cave. Yep. Definitely feels like I'm gonna die if I walk down here. Nobody follow me right now. If anybody gives me a follow, I will probably just have a heart attack on stream. Coastal Cave. Bro, I don't like this at all. Yo. I don't like this place at all already. Even that freaking ghost thing freaked me out right there. I just saw it show up. Demi-human ahead. All the more try comfort. Sadness required ahead. Offer rump. This summoning pool is now functional. Can I keep going in? You know, no. I'm not doing it to myself. No. Not until we get at least a freaking torch. That being said, the merchant that's right around this corner might offer one. If he has a torch, we'll go explore. If not, your boy's about to punk out. Like, full stop. Not doing that right now. Not doing that to myself on stream.
You again? I don't want any trouble.
You again? I thought you were dead by now. Hammer. No torch. Looks like it's gonna have to wait. Armorer's Cookbook. A record of crafting techniques left by an armorer who served a great General Radon. So Radon is one of like 3 names I have heard from just like osmosis. Contains knowledge of dealing with rot, the application of fire in particular. Acquire the knowledge to craft the following. Fireborn arrow, fireborn bolt. I mean, I don't have anything else to spend money on, so why not? There we go.
Done? Well.
Alright, let's fight that giant thing. Another thing about this game and its beauty. The rain effect is incredible. This is a really good rain effect right here. The only thing it's missing is a little bit of like... No, they even have the little pitter-patter I was about to say. Rain is a very, very difficult thing to do in video games. Because you either do too much or too little. Alright, time for the giant. And honestly, what I expect to be my first death, I don't want to completely count myself out, but we'll see what happens. It looks like something that might one-shot me. Uh-oh. Stars went live. What is that giant shadow over me? What is going on? Okay, maybe I might have got a little antsy in advance, but there was a giant shadow that just completely overhung my body for a second there. And giant shadows in these games normally mean something's about to drop on you. Whew. Now, do we want to fight this man? Right. He's not turning around. Also, I gotta say that he looks like some of the dudes you kind of see in Dark Souls 2 without saying too much. Like, in fact, I've heard a lot about this game being heavily inspired by Dark Souls 2, and I'm really starting to see it with how some of the land masses are like structured and stuff. There's also this dude on the ridge that has me worried, and this thing in the bushes that has me equally worried. They're not jumping out at me. We're not going to fight him just yet. All right. Is he coming for me? Or is he scared? Is there just, like, general wildlife in this game? Oh. I feel like they're leading me into a trap. Oh, Duck wants a hot take. Oh, don't tell me they jumped off the cliff just to avoid me. That's sad. Hot take. Hot take. What are we gonna do for a hot take today? I guess I need to make it Souls themed in some way. I'm not gonna do the obvious one of saying like Dark Souls 2 isn't that bad of a game, but hot take. I kind of like the puzzle bosses of Demon Souls. A lot of people don't really like puzzle bosses in their Souls games, but I feel like they're, like, from a game design perspective, at least as someone who plays a lot of games, I feel like they're kind of necessary just to add variety and diversity to the game in general. Like, you could have every boss be an Ornstein Smo or a Taurus Demon or whatever, but those moments are amplified by throwing them in sparingly. So, I'm a big fan of, not a big fan, but I'm a fan of them having puzzle bosses, mob bosses, unconventional bosses every now and then. They don't need to be every boss by any means, but yeah. That's your Cloud take for the day. And now everybody immediately leaves his Elden Ring streams. Like, what is this guy talking about? He knows nothing about Dark Souls. Evergreen leaves that give off a faint light. Nothing too lore heavy on that. I like the idea of wildlife leading you to your doom. I mean, I'm sure that's gonna happen at some point. Oops, let me get out this menu. I'm not offended by the idea of mob bosses. Yeah, like, I don't even think you have to like them per se, but it's just kind of acknowledging what they're there for. Because I think a lot of people just don't understand why they exist. Like, why you can't have every single boss be Ornstein Smo or whatever boss, you know, like with 3 transformations. It's almost like a band trying to recreate their best album 50 billion different times. Okay. So this is where we started, actually. We've done a full circle. And we haven't died yet, which is, you know, there's something to be said about that. What is that groaning noise coming from over here? What? It's... Well... I guess we're going down there next. Let's go ahead and talk to, our sketchy merchant person. And also, let's rest at a bonfire, because I think there's a bonfire right in here. Or maybe it's right outside of here. Yeah. There we go. I do have a death counter. I will, go ahead and just... If you're ever curious about the amount, that's the command. I have a hotkey for adding deaths, so I should be able to do that pretty easily on my end. Grace exists to guide the tarnished and lead them along the proper path. Even now, some sites of grace retain that power. Their golden rays will guide you along the way. So, I guess I just missed that the first time. Let's go ahead and rest.
Luckily for you, me, are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished.
Okay.
You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times.
I feel like that's gonna backfire on us, this whole grace mechanic.
Of grace, the path.
It seems too, like, holy and light to be good, like, long-term in one of these games.
Holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.
So I have heard about this mechanic from podcasts and stuff that I've listened to. And essentially, if I follow that path, it gives me a general idea of where another bonfire might be or where to go.
To castles, to home.
So, that being said, I'm curious about all that screaming that was happening. Summoning pool is now functional. Still don't quite understand that mechanic, but I'm sure it will make sense in time. It's also kind of crazy. I've been playing this game for roughly, I'd say actively playing it for at least an hour and a half now. And I've really only fought like 2 or 3 enemies. And that's just to say there's so much more to explore in this game versus the other ones. Which, I guess this is another difference between me and a lot of other people that I've watched play this game on Twitch or play Souls games on Twitch. A lot of people are just in them for the bosses, but I really enjoy the exploration aspect and just like navigating the world and just how beautiful it is. Let me take another screenshot. Alright. I think we're about to die. Could be wrong. So I could jump down on this thing like Batman. Right? Alright, these seem to be pretty low levels, so I guess I'm okay being here. Wait, are these people alive? I Can't knock him down, that's for sure. No, they're super dead. Never mind. But what in the world's making that noise? Oh. Let me kill the stuff and then ask questions later. Fair to assume this is going to be a long stream tonight. So, I'm actually not going to play for too much longer because I'm very hungry and I'm going to try to hit up Kroger, which closes at 10. I'll probably play for about another 30, 45 more minutes, we'll say. There's so much to explore and enjoy happiness. Yeah, it's just... I love just looking at all this stuff. Didn't expect suffering, but whole. That looks bottomless. Smithing stone. And I'm sure this person probably just jumped down there. Poof. Key ahead. Here again. Yeah, I thought about doing a blowout stream and just be like 10 hours of Elden Ring, but you know what? This is pretty much like my filet mignon right now, and I'm gonna savor it. Ooh. So they can also hang, which is cool. Is this guy gonna drop on me? No. Which is interesting. I was almost positive that dude was just gonna drop down and murder me. But he doesn't seem interested. I would have to aggro him first. Yeah. We're gonna give it another 30, 45 minutes and then call it a stream. This is just like creating my character, getting a little bit of a feel for the world itself, and you know, getting my feet a little wet, not very wet. Also, the dynamic time of day in this game is really, really nice. A lot of games, like, I won't say they do it wrong, but it's also one of those things a lot of people take for granted. Behold death. Oh! Okay. That one did want to aggro. Okay. That's a new attack. Come on, I just want this one-on-one. Please? Fine, I'll fight your friend first. So these guys aren't bad at all. It's literally just block and then double attack. And I've had a 100% success rate with that. 3, however, might be a little bit too much for me. I'm gonna try to kill one up. Ooh, okay. Golden rune? Okay, I've already gotten those before. Brace ahead. Brace ahead. There it is. Huh, that texture looks a little bit weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to this point of grace. I think that's what they're called. Come also very curious about these eagles, because they're everywhere, and I feel like they might... I was going to see if they went a certain direction or something. Right here. No. I'm good. There's not too much of a point to rest here. But we might as well. Duck, I think I'm gonna have to get chili dogs tonight after the little conversation we had with Larry. Just sounds too good, and it seems like a pretty decent Labor Day type of food. Something incredible ahead. I see somebody fell there. I could probably drop down here, within reason. Yes. Huh. Look at this brawl going on over here. I want a piece of this. I'm gonna try something really cool. I don't know if it's gonna work. I just want to see how much chaos I can make. Oh, look at it! Oh, this is like Lord of the Rings or something. And this is coming from somebody who's never seen Lord of the Rings. Always have to throw in that little personal tidbit every chance I have. Yo, this is dope. Sonic vibes. Alright, I think I need to help out. I don't know. The sound effects in this fight are so good too. Like, they're actually going for it. Okay, I know. I have to help out the little guys. I can tell. There. You're welcome. You're welcome. No, we're gonna two-hand, just... Hey, that's how you win a battle royale, am I right? This game is so good. This game is incredible. Ooh. Let's get some lore on the Rainbow Stone. If we can find it. Ruined fragment that has undergone some simple processing. Craftable item. Okay, so they can be used as markers. Can also be dropped to gauge the distance of a fall. The higher the pitch of the sound, the higher the likelihood of the fall being fatal. That's going to be very useful. Once used to entertain children on the fringes of the lands between. Need to rewatch the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. I'm not against either. It's just, it's hard for me to say that I'm not against it because it's a little bit hypocritical, but for movies to be that long, it's just a little bit much for me. Like, nothing against the movies themselves, but just the cost of admission of like 3.5, 4 hours per movie. It's just a little bit too much for me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I missed. That was very dumb on my part. Look at this one hiding in a corner like it's slick. I see you. Da-na-na-na-na. Oh! Oh! Okay, that one's significantly bigger than the other two. I'm a big component of taking out the small enemies first, and then dealing with the big boys. Lord of the Rings scares my wife. They're so beautiful, though. I've read the books also a few times. Have been very old print of The Hobbit. Out of curiosity, since we got some Lord of the Rings fans in the chat, have you guys checked out the new, is it Power of the Ring or whatever the Amazon show is called? From what I can tell, the little bit I've seen, people seem to be pretty positive on it. Crab eggs. Also, why is my screen getting... Oh, my blue light filter just started getting a little iffy. Let's see. I eat up any sort of fantasy at all, so 3 to 4 hour fantasy would... And you know, that's kind of the hypocritical thing that I just said, because I said, oh, I couldn't watch a 3-4 hour movie, and then literally, like, the last couple of episodes of Strange... Like, the last episode of Season 4 of Stranger Things is about 3 hours, I'd like to say. I think it's 3 hours and 10 minutes. And I ate it all up. Guess it matters the subject of the movie. I can sit to 3 to 4 hours. My tolerance has definitely gone up. I'm just being a little baby about it right now. Try jumping. No, thank you. Rings of Power, my parents and I just... watched the first episode last night. Like it a lot so far. That's good to hear. Because I feel like people were a little bit more lukewarm on the Game of Thrones expansion or whatever. Don't worry, I don't know anything about Game of Thrones, so I couldn't tell you one thing, even if I wanted to. But from what I've heard, that one people have been a little bit more lukewarm on. Ooh. That's a big fall. Baby Cloud. They're gonna put me in the next Mario Kart. I mean, I don't know if you saw me freak out when I got a follow earlier, Lola, but that was a thing. What's up, Zoria? How did stream go? Also, if you guys don't follow Zoria, I know I haven't done too many actual shoutouts tonight, but just in case, because I don't know if a lot of people here are familiar with Zoria, but she does a lot of art, also a really good friend. So if you want to see some art, I would highly recommend checking out her stream. And I'm not going to do it explicitly today, but also shout-outs to Lola and Larry. They both are incredible streamers. Also good Fortnite friends now. You love to see it. This arc right here looks so... Zoria, every like 5 minutes I've been stopping. And when I say 5 minutes, I mean every 60 seconds. I've been stopping and taking pictures with this in-game screenshot functionality. This game is just so beautiful. Literally almost had me tear up earlier, if I'm being honest. Ooh. So we got a horsey and a guy on the horsey. Her art is good. Larry's the best Fortnite player I am. Larry is incredibly good. And they know exactly what they're doing in that game. Exactly what they're doing. Oh! How did I miss this person? I'm not cracked as I used to be. I like the mushroom helmet that they got going on here. That's kind of cool.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling.
A Gill Lake.
Dragon. Roost there.
Ooh, I don't think I'm ready for a dragon. At level 10.
Majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake.
Noted. Noted. I hope to be as good as they are. You're pretty good yourself, Lola. You are definitely one of the more reliable. That's literally a crab from Dark Souls 3. Is this just Breath of the Wild where, like, they're just small little tidbits of every Souls game that just got crashed into this landmass? Because that is literally just the crab from Dark Souls 3 right there. Huh. I played the game since a few months after release. Don't hold it against me when I mess up though, OMG. No problem. We're also nerfing you a little bit by making you play no build mode, so we truly haven't seen Larry's final form yet. We haven't even unlocked Super Saiyan God Super Larry. Sad part is I've played for a long... I mean, it is what it is. I thought I was good until today, and then apparently all of the good people sign on Labor Day. And everybody else I've been playing against for the past week has been a child. In comparison. I've been very peaceful with the wildlife. I haven't attacked anything. Also, there's more than one golden tree. I'm just now kind of... Well, there's only one golden tree, true golden tree. The other ones have golden leaves. But not a stem. What are those? Huh. You haven't seen my power level over 9,000. People said. Alright. Let's go ahead and figure out what this area is about. I've got a very bad vibe coming from it. That being said, you gotta have your first death sometime, right? What the heck are they? Do they attack? They've got little eyes, and they're all staring towards the center. Alright, this area is freaking me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Forlorn Hound Evergale. Evergale. However you pronounce that. Could this be a lord? Trio. Alright. I guess we're going to Evergale. Oh, this looks... Ooh, we made a mistake. Okay. Yo, that looks like the Boreal Dancer from DS3. I gotta heal real bad. Okay. This boy's fast. Good shot, you son of a gun. Okay. Well, we got one hit off. My timing's off just by a smidge. I gotta get my stamina back. Oh. Okay. This is a really cool fight, though. Yeah. And there you have it. Never had it growing up. Let's see. I own it for PC, but I honestly want it for Xbox so I can spend all of my own time playing it. Let's see. To be honest, choose revival location. I feel like I haven't found a stake of Mirica recently, so we're just gonna go to the last grace little thing. Let's see. I haven't played it either, but I've watched a bit of my sister play it. Upon dying, you will be revisited at the... You will be revived. God, I can't read. At the last site of grace that you visited, you will drop any runes in your possession at the site of your death. If you die again before claiming those runes, they will be gone forever. The compass at the top of the screen indicates the direction of the lost runes. I guess this game's big enough that there's actually a, you know, justifiable reason to give you a direction. Because I'd personally kind of be against that in, like, the other ones. But this one's so big, it seems like it'd be very easy to get lost. First death, it happens to everybody. And overall, I was pretty happy with how that boss fight went. Although I will say, I could go for having a little bit more HP slash, like, I don't know, defense, I guess would be the right way to say it. If I had either of those, that would have been a lot more doable. Otherwise, I'm going to get essentially two-shot by the boss. Two-shot, and then my heals restore roughly half of my HP bar. So I think I can get hit for a total of like 6 times before he kills me, if I heal optimally. I think we'll give it another shot or two. I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for, like 100% subscribed to sticking with this fight at this moment. Especially because this game's so big, I have no clue if I'm over-leveled, under-leveled, so... Also, I don't want to know if I'm over-leveled or under-leveled for this fight, so... We're going to give it a couple more tries, see what happens, and we might just go in a different direction and come back here later. Too much math for me, I just say YOLO. I do a lot of thinking. Cloud is a definite, like, processing type individual. Did I pick up my runes? I did. So I don't even have to enter this boss arena to get my runes. Now the key thing about bosses, in my opinion in these games, is finding the opening. So... Whew. I'm feeling pretty good about this, actually. Openings and stamina management. Those are the two names of the game. All right. Oh, okay, he's thrown me off a little bit with that speed stuff. Now he's doing 2 in a row. Oh, come on, I definitely blocked that. Two hits is a max. Any more than that is greed. Go ahead and heal. It was a bad heal. Roll. 1, 2. Anytime he does that claw thing, I can punish. What? Oh! I guess that was an overhead. Because I had my shield out. I'm pretty sure I had my shield out. I'm going to watch the replay. Huh. I'm like 90% sure I had that shield out. You learn. That being said, I'm very confident in our ability to fight this boss. And beat this boss. He is very quick. Very quick. He has those little, like, feints. And they're enough to throw you off. I'm a little worried because I feel like that was gonna be the run, but it was just so hard getting a heal in. And I've heard varying things about the heals in these games. Like, I've heard stuff about Elden Ring bosses potentially, quote-unquote, reading inputs, which essentially means they know exactly when you hit X to heal rather than them reacting to it, like in a human-like fashion. And that can kind of be considered cheap depending on how it's used. Normally games try to give the illusion of not reading inputs, but behind the scenes they do. It's a very difficult concept to actually explain, but hopefully some of that made sense. All right. Attempt number 3. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna get this, get my chili dog stuff, eat my chili dogs, play some Fortnite. Part of me wants to two-hand this guy, but at the same time, the risk of getting hit by any of his attacks is so big, I don't know if I can justify the 50% damage buff that I'd get for doing so. Like, I'm not using my shield a terrible amount, but the amount of times I have used it and it saved me has been very nice. I hit the wrong button. That was real dumb. I'm also doing the thing I didn't want to do. Although the two-handed did work pretty well. You know what? We're gonna try something. For better or for worse, we're gonna try something. I'm gonna hit him with a heavy after this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not if I'm aimed that way. Let's try that one more time. No, that heavy attack's slow. I gotta be quick. Gotta be quicker than that. Oh, God. Okay. That would have been a time for a heavy. I'm gonna have to remember that next time he tries that. He's getting faster, progressively faster. Ah! I try to be cute. Try to be cute again. I held the block button. I know I did. Whew. We're consistently getting them halfway, though. And our strats sound, it's just a matter of me... I'm kind of playing around too much. Because I have a clear opening, and I can exploit that opening every single time he does it. It's just a matter of... There's other spots where I know there are openings, but is it worth going for them? Duck with the emote. This is a really good fight, though. Like, if this is just the average quality of a boss fight in this game, oh my god. This is boss number 1 for me. Man. Alright, I think I've got one more attempt before I have to run and go to Kroger. I should probably check to see if Kroger has special hours today, too. Otherwise, your boy's having broccoli for dinner because he literally has nothing, nothing else in the fridge right now. For real. I have some frozen veggies in the freezer, and that's about it. All right. Let's do it. I just had oatmeal. Yeah, I might have screwed myself by waiting this long to get food on a holiday, but we'll see. They run on Sunday hours, if I'm not mistaken. So I think my Kroger closes at 10 o'clock every day, but I could be wrong about that. That wasn't bad. I'm gonna have to remember that trade-off. Almost did that way too early. Hey, Heavy doesn't seem to do anything too special to him. Crap, I couldn't even get 2 attacks off that time. He's getting smarter, he's getting stronger. Oh, that hurt. Let's go ahead and heal. We gotta move in. Okay. Halfway. That's a new attack. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Man. Okay. We're getting close. Oh, that was greedy of me. All right. I've got to go for this. Crap, I missed. Oh. I just need to heal. And he's not giving me a good chance to do it. There. Okay. Game time. Oh, good shot, you son of a gun. Let's go. We're still in this. It's not looking good. Nope. I know enough about that attack now. Jump. I kind of panic rolled right there. Try not to do that too often. Okay. Oh! Okay, this is my chance! Or not. Okay. He's being way too aggressive for me to just reliably do stuff the same way. Oh, okay. I am sweating right now. Oh. Here it is. Die! Oh. We did it! We did it! One boss! Woo! Yo, my hands are shaking. Oh. Woo. You were solid, well played. Thank you for the GGs. Man, that was fun. That was so much freaking fun. It's one of those things, like, I enjoy most video games I play. I have a very good metric of, like, enjoying video games and just, like, having fun. But then there are certain, like, slightly transcendental moments. And that fight right there was one of them, where I was just completely engaged. Nothing mattered. I wasn't even looking at chat, not to, like, slight you guys or whatever, but I was just 100% in the moment in that fight. And it was just neck and neck. It was so freaking well designed. Like, I'm nerding out right now. Like, used all of my flask down to my last freaking little sliver of health. It was a one-shot situation. But I had learned so much from those previous 3 runs where I was like, okay, let me apply everything I know and let me just execute. And once you execute, good stuff happens. Good stuff happens. Whew. Still don't have anywhere to freaking spend these souls. So that's the thing. Armament ahead. Time for wolf. Let me check out this other sword, because it looked kind of cool. I don't have the strength or dex requirements to wield it. I think I might go with the dex build overall. I still haven't really committed to one thing or another. Is this thing trying to attack me now? Are you cool? Uh-oh. Woo, okay. Whoa, okay. Woof, okay. I think I just need to kill this as fast as possible. Yep. Not giving it a second chance to attack me. Now to the double sweat up. Pretty much. Oh. Well, here's the thing we were probably supposed to find before we went into the fight. That being said, we didn't. What we're gonna do is backtrack, go back to the point of grace, and then we're gonna call this stream. I think overall, this was a highly successful stream for a lot of reasons. One, we started Elden Ring. Two, we had a lot of fun with the homies. Three, we kind of established the ground rules for everything. Four, we beat a boss. We beat a boss. So, great success. You love to see it. Let's break this skull right over here first. The one thing that is stressing me out, and please nobody answer this, is I still haven't figured out how to level up. I know I have to find a maiden, and it's gonna happen at some point. But I have all these souls, which probably at this point constitute, if I had to guess, 4 to 5 level ups. But I might have to go and fight him too. And that's the other really beautiful thing about this game, that everybody's path is completely different just because it's so big. And they give you some guidance. And I guess if you did follow that like glowing light thing, you know, you'd eventually, you know, you could have a guided tour through the game, but I think for most people that's just not the case. We need maidens. You know, maybe I just need to roleplay right here, and my character can be maidenless just like me. That's a little bit of self-deprecating humor. You love to see it. Yeah, like, what if I want to be maidenless? What is this game trying to say about me as a person? That being said, how do I get back to that point of grace that I found not too long ago? I know I had to go past them. I think it's like right here? Ah. With the map menu, you can check your current positions, terrain, and building in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks for you to explore. Through your map, you can select any site of grace you've discovered and travel there instantaneously. What about that? There are also some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. So, I guess this is probably the one we were just at. I don't want an answer for it just yet. I think I'm just going to try to find it naturally. I don't see myself using the fast travel just because I kind of like exploring. That being said, I think there always comes a point where fast travel becomes kind of a necessity of sorts. So they're there. I can't be far. I could technically let them kill me. And that would be a very easy way. I'm not gonna let anything kill me, don't get me wrong. But they can try. If we get maidens, do we get special powers? I'm pretty sure we get a special power for maidens. Here we go. Point of grace. Let me make sure my character's health is back and my flask are back. We're good to go. And there you have it. Our first Elden Ring stream. Thank you everybody for hanging in there. Just chilling with me for character creation. Me kind of just lollygagging around the map and just kind of getting a feel for things. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. A lot of fun with this game. And I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm loving every moment of this right now. Before I end, thank you, Raider, for the raid. Thank you, Larry, for hanging out. Thank you, Duck, for hanging out. Thank you, Lola, for hanging out. Thank you, Trunks. Thank you, Maxudo. Thank you, Doug, for stopping by. Thank you. I'm actually going to have to scroll up. Leo, I couldn't remember, but I knew there was another red name. Zoria. Thank you, everybody. It was a lot of fun today. And you will be seeing me play quite a bit of this during the weekdays, because from what I understand, this game's pretty long. So we're going to go ahead and raid out. I think we'll probably just end up raiding stars, just because I feel like it's kind of thematic for me to raid her for the first Elden Ring run, so... we're just going to do that today. Although... oh man, I really want to raid stars. But... there's a lot of people... most of the people in here have followed stars already. I'm going to give Blue, who is a major supporter of the stream, some support tonight. Because she's been really awesome. She's also just an up-and-coming streamer. So we're going to go ahead and raid Blue this time. Anyway, thank you guys, and I will see you later. Peace!